Lord Figure the Seeker is a hybrid fusion between Figure and Seek, which are the only entities to have arms and legs. But, however, there is a dark story behind this entity, and I'm gonna tell you right now. It was a normal day at the hotel, nothing really special, and all of the workers were just doing what they usually do at the hotel, and now we'll recap to Chapter 1. The players just escaped from the figure and now they are on their way to the deep underground depths of the hotel. Meanwhile with the figure, they just have had enough of the players. Not only did they go through 100 rooms, but they've also figured out the secrets behind them. So they decided to grab Seek and fuse together. And what stepped out seemed to be the most terrifying entity yet. This entity called Lord Figure the Seeker was absolutely terrifying. It had Seek's eye inside of its creepy mouth, it had black inky shoulder pads, it had extended black arms, and extended black legs. It also had seemed to have a scratch of the black slime, and even its head as well. This entity was now known as the most powerful entity of all time at the hotel, and this creature will stop at nothing to get the players. This creature also realized that Screech has the black slime as well, so they decided to look for them in the hotel, and they found them. They sucked up all the black slime out of Screech, and then he died. And the more black slime it gets, the more powerful it will be. So, they will need to have some black slime to live, and if they don't, they will have to unfuse. And now, we will get into the gameplay. As the rooms progressed further and further in the underground depths inside the hotel, they made it through door 150, and they were unsure if Figure was gonna be there. And it turns out that he was infected by Seek's dark slime as well. So now it turns out he was nicknamed Lord Figure the Seeker, and this monstrous beast let out a terrifying roar as it went to search the other players. The players needed to find 5 switches to disable Lord Figure as it was searching for the other players inside the cupboards. If they failed to find the 5 switches, it would be a game over for them. And they will have to be careful. For each switch that is pulled, Lord Figure will start to get faster. And the more faster it gets, the more black slime it wants. Right after the players found and flipped through the 5 switches, Lord Figure is disabled, and now they are able to progress through 50 more doors until door 200. However, in door 200, he looked even worse. His disturbing black slimy fingers now had sharp claws on them, his teeth were even sharper than they were before, and his body is now halfway covered in the black slime. The monstrous beast began charging down towards the players. The players all hid inside the cupboards, and while they did that, the Heartbeat minigame started and it was way longer. It now lasted 3 minutes instead of the usual, 1 minute, I think. After the Heartbeat minigame, the Lord Figure just decided to give up and he decided to leave. And while they did that, one of the players had a lockpick, and they opened up the locked door, which had 15 breaker switches, but they were not there. So the players were off to find the 15 breaker switches, and when they found them, they plugged them in and the Lord Figure began losing its black slime. And whenever it would lose its black slime, it would get very angry and furious. The beast pounded on the door while one of the players entered the code. And once they entered the code, he burst straight through the door and the players managed to escape through the window. And this time, Lord Figure now had the same speed as Seek, and he chased down the players while they made their way to the other elevator. Once they got in the elevator, the beast pounded the door as it went up back to the hotel. And they finally did it. They were safe from Figure and Seek at the same time. Or should I say, Lord Figure the Seeker. And once the elevator went up, they were out from the hotel, and they locked the door so no other entities were able to escape from that hotel. They are not coming back again. However, the players feel like that they are not alone, as Lord Figure has even more plans for them, as he is now the king of all entities in the hotel. And what will the plans be? to be continued on the next Doors hybrid entity concept.